connected, ready to pair.
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
And
Shall I start now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So today we are going to start with a new session over here, and the session will be on economic geography. So the session will be on economic geography, and as you all must be knowing, geography has two branches. One is what? Physical geography, and another one is human geography. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
I think all of you must be knowing this. So now we are going to start one sub branch of human geography, and that one is what? Economic geography. I'm showing some slides. Just go.
Control D, your microphone is on. Control D, your microphone is on.
Dipti madam, your voice is not coming. Dipti madam, you are not audible.
Control D, your microphone is on. That's both.
Dipti madam, you are not audible at all. Am I audible to you, ma'am?
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible, ma'am.
Use Windows switcher to
Okay.
focus.
Can you see the slides?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this one is on sub branch of human geography. This is what economic geography. Um, so first we will discuss the definition, scope, and recent approaches of economic geography. Before going to start these or discuss these, let me tell about some of the meaning of the terms. Some terms. Anyone, can you tell me what is the meaning of this economic geography? What is this term economic geography? Anyone? Actually, economy. This economic term, this one is related to economy. So, what is economy? This one is
Mon-
refers to the, yes,
related to money,
related to money.
related to yes.
Okay.
Geography means the physical, uh, that physical part through which we can get our money or related to that one.
Okay. So, economy is a system where we are getting some income source. That is what economy, and this economy refers to the interrelated process of production, distribution, consumption, and exchange. Yes, through which means through production as well as consumption, exchange. These are some of the processes through which wealth is generated. So it is already written that introduction to economic geography. You can see here. This was the definition. This one is the one subfield of human geography focused on the spatial distribution of economic activities. Okay. So spatial distribution, here it is saying that this one is related to space or any region where economic activities are done. So what is this economic activities? Can you tell me an examples of economic activities?
Mining, transportation.
Okay.
Production of different types of crops or um, from which we can
So
get the
all the
money.
activities through which or from which we are gaining some money or income is generated means those are what economic activities. Okay. So main focus in economic geography, that one is what describing and explaining varied places and spaces of economic activities. Mainly here we will discuss about the regions or the places where economic activities are done and how this places means this one is obviously, or region means this one is obviously related to geography, and how geography is helping one economy, or how any geographical factors are helping any economic activities to generate more and more profit. Okay, so that we will discuss here. Some other definitions are also there. Right. It stopped here actually. Just- Okay. It's not working actually.
Now tap on the slides.
I'm doing that only, but it's not showing. 1 minute. Let me start again. I think it's visible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can go through these definitions also. These are already given in your study materials.
Essential to remember all the definitions or a common
Obviously,
definition.
yes, because some questions may come in exam that definitions means you have to write scope and what nature of economic geography. Then you have to give their definitions also. More or less, all the definitions are same. Here it is written that economic geography concerns the similarities and contrast in how individuals live from place to place. I think the meaning of all the definitions are same, and only the words they have used here is different. Can you tell me other sub branches of human geography? Anyone? Except this economic geography, any other sub branches?
Regional geography, settlement geography, urban geography,
Political geography as well as population geography.
political geography.
Yes, these are the subfields or sub branches of human geography. Okay, then what are the sub branches of economic geography? Any subfields of economic geography? What we can discuss in economic geography?
Minerals, resources, where we found the
Geography of resources, geography of agriculture, geography of industries, marketing, tourism or international trade, as well as trade and transport. These are subfields of economic geography. Okay. So now we will discuss our scope of economic geography. Then what is the scope of economic geography? Yes.
scope in the sense of our career or what?
Anyone else? Scope here we will discuss all the concepts, all the things that are coming in economic geography, that are concerned with economic geography. That is what scope. So there are scopes of economic geography. Those are evaluation and utilization of resources. Means when we are utilizing resources in that time also, some of the things they are which we have to take into consideration. Those are like natural resources, then human resources. Then for planning for economic development. Planning for economic development. That is also coming under scope of economic geography. Planning in which sense? Reduce spatial inequality in economic development. Then another one is best utilization of resources. How we will utilize resources. That also one scope of economic geography. Then resource management and conservation. That is also one concept which is coming under scope of economic geography. Okay, next one is analysis of areal differentiation of economic activities. Economic activities like your primary activities as well as secondary and tertiary activities. These are also coming under this scope of economic geography. So you have to write all these things in scope of economic geography. Then yes, you can add here the branches of economic geography also in scope of economic geography. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
What you have? Then next one is some of the approaches in economic geography. Some of the approaches are there to study economic geography. So one is regional or spatial approach that focuses actually similarities and differences at regional level. What are the similarities are there, what are the differences are there from region to region that we are studying in economic geography. Secondly, systematic or commodity approach. Anyone, can you tell me what is the systematic approach? Yes. So this one is dealing with geographical environment of human activities. What is this geographical environment? Yes.
Ma'am, systematic means how from the first stage we are transferring the raw materials to our final products.
Okay. In systematic means actually from general to specific. So here we can say first thing we know that economics means what, that deals with some of the processes like production, consumption, exchange, all these things. So when we are starting our production, before that what we need actually for production, what are the factors of productions are there? Any idea? Factors of production?
Ma'am, raw material.
Raw material, yes. Four factors are there, four important factors: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Yes.
Yes.
Or in other sense also we can say physical factors and or in physical capital or physical factors also we can see what, working capital and fixed capital. Do you have any idea about this?
Ma'am, fixed capital means the resources, the materials, but
Fixed capital means those are like building and your machineries, okay, which
yes,
are
yes.
fixed in the sense, and working capital like money in the hand as well as raw materials, okay. So before going to start or before doing production of anything, we need what, land also. And land means which type of land, where all the geographical factors are available. Geographical factors like
Uh,
water
road
quality,
connectivity.
Road connectivity.
Yes.
That one is geographical factor. Geographical or
Soil,
physical factor we can say.
water,
Yes, water,
then climate. All
climate
these are
also. Yes.
coming under geographical factor.
Okay. So those are taken into consideration here, and so it describe and interpret global distribution patterns of products, industries, and occupations also. And then come to next approach. That one is principles approach. This one is principle approach. Here you can here we can discuss some of the theories also, and through those theories we can know what is this approach actually. Some of the theories are there in economic geography. Those are like Bonthanian's agricultural land use theory. Another one is Weber's industrial location theory. Have you heard these theories before? Bonthanian's agricultural land use theory. Any idea? Actually, here in this theory, how agricultural or how crop intensity is depends upon the physical factors of any particular region, that it is given here in this Bonthanian's agricultural land use theory. And in Weber's locational model or locational industrial location theory, there another thing is given. That one is what? How profit could be maximized with the proper location of industries. That is given there in Weber's industrial location theory, or in that model. So some of the theories are also there that we have to discuss here. Then next one is what? Resource utilization approach. What is this resource utilization approach? Actually, this emphasizes uses of technology for regional organization. What is this? It means we have to do some plans. So plans for sustainable resource usage. Have you heard this term sustainable development?
Yes,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Then what is that sustainable development?
These are certain goals prepared set up by Niti Aayog and United Nations Development Program.
Okay.
17 goals particularly.
Main goal is
Madam, main in the sense there are total 17 goals.
okay. Any one goal?
Madam, first one it begins with poverty, then hunger, so on, madam.
Okay. But here we can say whatever development is taking place, that should be or
Environment friendly.
that should be
That is
environment friendly. Yes. Then
We can conserve for our future generations as well as we
yes,
consume.
that
we
should be
will
taken
we will
place
protect and
without
conserve our
compromising the needs of the future generation. Okay. So that one is the main concern. So that also we will discuss here. Another thing is what? Temporal approach. So what is this temporal approach? Temporal means what? Actually, temporal means what? Time. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So how time to time everything is changing. Economic activities are also shifting. Yes.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
regional specialization is also changing. Okay. Then what is this economic activity shifts? How you can explain economic activity shifting?
Ma'am, in earlier times, we
In,
mainly focus on our primary activities like agriculture.
yes,
In due
yes.
past
In
of
earlier
time,
time,
we shifted towards
tertiary as
yes.
well as secondary activities. Yes. Okay. So in this temporal approach, those things will be discussed. Next one is what? Behavioral approach. What is this behavioral approach?
Based on the
Any
behavior
idea?
of the consumer.
Based on the behavior of the consumer. Okay. What we will do based on the behavior of the consumers? Whatever productions we are doing, their
Ma'am, according
result,
to the behavior of the consumer, our production
their
takes
result
place.
consider consumer behavior. Yes, we are producing something, but consumer are demanding something. Then we will not get any profit from that. Yes. Then next one is what? System analysis approach. What is the system analysis approach? Any idea?
To
Here,
analyze
yes, analyze.
the various data, means approach, then to prepare an approach such as tangible, intangible data. We can analyze them.
You are saying that we will first collect the data.
Yes.
We will collect the data, then we will
Mm,
analyze.
then we'll analyze and make a generic approach towards that.
Generic approach towards that, what we should do or what should not, sorry, what we should
Yes.
not do that. Okay. Then next one is institutional approach. So it emphasizes role of social institutions in economic activity. What is this role of social institutions in economic activity?
Madam, the economic activities of various institutions such as rural and urban, the activities will vary. So accordingly,
Yes.
we can approach.
Anything else?
Ma'am, banking should provide monetary things.
Okay. When we are doing any activity, let's say agricultural as well as we are going to start any industry. Before that, some of the factors we have to see. Yes. So what may be the factors? What are the factors of location of industry as well as what are the factors of the location of agriculture?
Ma'am, if you are doing anything related to our uh, production or whatever may be, if there is no negative consequence on the social fabric, then and also on the climatic things, that I think.
Yes. So we can see, or these are some of the factors and some political rules and procedures are there. We have to go through that. Or these are also important factors, rather your economic, sorry, geographical factors. These are also some of the factors that start any economic activities, because these are also affecting our economic activities. So that here that those things we will discuss.
Ma'am, please repeat again.
Institutional approach.
Yes, ma'am.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. As you said that some physical or geographical factors are there to start or to set any economic activities. Yes, like you said, when we are starting what agriculture, when we are starting to do agriculture, there we need what, or we have to take, we have to see whether physical factors are suitable or not in that particular place. Like that, some other factors are also playing some crucial roles, like your social factors, economic factors, and political factors. Economic factors like trade and transportation facilities should be there. Yes or
Whether it
no?
would be profitable or not.
Yes, whether it would be profitable or not, that we will see. Then how?
Whether it is affecting the people's life in a negative way or not. These are the things I think.
Negative, negative way or not, that one will be decided by what, government or political sector. But whether demand is there or not for that particular product, that we have to see. Okay. Then some political factors like whether government is giving some incentives
Yes.
or not, or government rules are allowing to do such activities or not, that we have to see. Then social factors.
Subsidy.
Yes, subsidy, that one will coming under what your government incentives. But what are social factors which are affecting economic activities? Like let's say
Uh,
you are producing something, but that society where you are producing, that society actually
Consider it as a taboo or that in
taboo,
their culture
or
that
we
is
can
not
say that society is
acceptable.
not accepting. Yes, that's so sorry, society is not accepting that product or that what, society is not accepting that activity also. Then in future that will not be profitable, so that should be taken into consideration. Next, we will come to another part. That one is geography of economic activities. Okay. So can you tell me the category or classification of economic activities? Already we have discussed which are economic activities through which we are getting some money, or those activities through which income is generated, means those are what, economic activities. Yes. So classification of economic activities.
Ma'am, you told before that primary, secondary, tertiary.
Quaternary
Madam,
and quinary
quaternary and
also
quinary also
there.
there.
Anyone uh, tell about primary activities?
Mining and agriculture.
Okay, but which are primary activities? Means I'm not asking example actually. Um, how you will explain, or what is the definition?
Madam, those related to means collecting the resources, natural
This sector
resources.
includes those activities which are related with land or nature. Yes, this one is related to land or nature. For example, hunting, gathering, herding, livestock rearing, fishing, lumbering. As these are done outside the door, that's why these are also known as what, outdoor activities. Yes. And when this sector contributes minimum half of the national income in a country, it is called agrarian economy. You must be knowing this one. Okay. So agrarian economy, when we are calling one economy as agrarian economy, when this sector contributes, and if primary sector contributes minimum half of the national income, then that country will be called as what? Agrarian economy, where people are mostly engaged in which sector or which type of activities? Primary activities. Yes.
Primary.
And they are also known as what? The workers which are engaged in primary activities, they are called as what? Red color workers.
Primary workers.
Yes, primary workers as well as red color workers. Red color workers. Okay. Next one is what? Another one, that one is secondary activities. Which are secondary activities?
The things which we collect from the primary activities, then we process it and turn it in something
Into finished product.
different product.
Into finished
Yes, yes.
product that when we usable or that is consumed by people.
Consumable.
Okay. So this sector is concerned with transforming material provided by primary activity or primary sector into something more useful to for the people. Okay. And example is what? What are the examples are there?
Ma'am, industry.
Industry.
Yes, industrial sector obviously. The examples are like manufacturing,
Yes.
Textile.
packaging.
Food processing industries.
Yes, processing. So industry construction work as well as electric production, when minimum half of okay, electric power production. Okay, so these are some of the examples of secondary sector or secondary activities. And um, the economy will be called as what? Industrial economy. When that economy will be called as industrial economy?
Yes, ma'am.
50% of the economy runs by industry of a country.
Okay, when minimum half of national income is coming from secondary sector, then those type of economies are called what? Industrial economy. Any example?
Uh,
Madam, steel industries.
Okay, steel industries. I am asking about any economies. Example of any economy or any country. Those are
Madam,
called industrial economy. Yes.
Madam, Japan,
Hmm.
and then Madam, China.
China. Yes. But in agrarian economy, example,
Agrarian, Madam, India used to be.
India obviously.
After
Yes,
LPG, now India is also transforming towards service sector, tertiary mostly.
tertiary mostly. But still, it is known as agrarian economy. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So workers, those are employed in secondary activity. Those are called what? Like the workers who are engaged in primary activities, they are called red workers. Here, which color workers? Secondary active. Sorry, secondary sector. Those workers who are engaged in secondary sector, they are called blue collar workers.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then next one is what? Tertiary activities. Tertiary activities, anyone?
Madam, this is related to service actually.
Okay.
Service that links between the primary and secondary, or such as transportation, trade service, banking, teaching, entertainment. This
Yes.
much.
And this tertiary activity further divided into quaternary and quinary activities.
Yes.
Yes. Anyone,
Madam,
can you tell me what are those quinary and quaternary activities?
Madam, quaternary activity is mainly based on the intellectual, such as decision making,
Okay.
leadership, such things.
Yes.
But quinary related to the ideas, data interpretations, then um, evaluations, analysis, such things.
And these two activities are the people who are engaged in these activities, they are actually, these are
Ma'am,
high color, yes, high color professions. Okay, so tertiary activities, all economic activities where services are produced falls in this sector, and such as education, banking, communication, healthcare, trade, transport, defense. These are what tertiary activities. Okay, and the people who are employed in such activities, they are called what? Which color jobs? These are which color jobs, or which color workers? White.
Green,
No, white. White
white.
color. Yes. The next one is quaternary activities. This sector includes the activities in the tertiary sector which are concerned with research, then processing and transmission of information, and administration. They are engaged in administration. Then knowledge, especially we can say this one is one knowledge sector. This quaternary activity that deals with knowledge based works, and the knowledge and skills for complex processing and handling of information, and also environmental technology. Okay, then culinary sector, all activities where top decisions are made fall under it in culinary activities. And the workers who are engaged in this culinary activity or culinary sector, they are called as gold color. Gold color workers, or this is what gold color profession. Hence, high level of economic and social decisions are taken by these culinary workers. Another activities are also there. That one is pink. That one is done by pink color worker. This pink term is used for whom? Any idea? Women. Such activities are done by women. For example,
Ma'am, any activity done by women is pink color activity or what?
no. Some activities are there which are done by women only, like babysitter, nurse. So these are pink color jobs or pink color activities. But you have to write here in economic activities, you have to write all these five categories: primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, and quinary. So next we will discuss about economic activities. Yes, we will discuss about the primary activity, and here we will discuss the agricultural systems and regions. Agricultural systems and regions. Okay. Uh, Here we will discuss that about the areas with similar agricultural attributes, and those agricultural regions are actually classified by one prominent economic geographer. The name is Whittlesey. What is the name?
Oh, Whittlesey.
Whittlesey. Um, he classified world agricultural regions actually. So on the basis of what he classified all world agricultural regions?
I'm on the basis of five characteristics. He divided into 13 agricultural regions.
Yes,
Agriculture.
agricultural regions, but on the basis of what? Land use intensity,
Land use intensity, then farm produce processing and marketing, then
yes. Farm produce
mechanization,
processing and marketing,
mechanization level, whether it is primitive or modern, then
modern
building structure type,
and structure
whether it
types.
is required or not, then
Huh.
crop and livestock. whether it is
Crop
crop
and
or
lifestyle combination. Yes. On the basis of these things, he classified 13 agricultural regions. Then what are those?
Madam, first is nomadic herding, then livestock ranching, then shifting, then rudimentary tillage. 4. Then intensive subsistence tillage, intensive
With paddy dominance, and another one is without paddy dominance. What is this paddy?
Madam, rice wheat, rice
Rice.
actually.
Rice. Okay. Then commercial plantation, Mediterranean agriculture, commercial grain farming, or livestock and crop farming. Okay. So we will go to next. This one is the full name of Whittlesey, Derwent Whittlesey's classification of world agricultural regions. Okay. So based on climate, crops, livestock, and farming techniques, he classified these regions. So first one is what? Uh, he grouped these regions into 5 main categories first. First one is subsistence agriculture, then commercial agriculture, then extensive agriculture, then intensive agriculture, and then last one is specialized agriculture. So can you tell me what is this subsistence agriculture?
Madam, mostly the agriculture which we do to live or sustain ourselves.
Okay. For self-consumption only or for self-sustenance, when we are doing farming, then that is, or when we are doing agriculture, means that is subsistence agriculture. Is agriculture means farming only?
No, no, ma'am. It can be livestock also.
It can be livestock also. Okay. So this is one process which involves or include agriculture, sorry, farming and also livestock rearing. Okay. So in this subsistence agriculture, first category is what? Oh, sorry, first classification is what? Shifting cultivation. Okay. First one is shifting cultivation. Please, anyone tell me what is this shifting cultivation?
And when we keep changing the location, such as for other, it is also known as a slash and burn.
So slash
Involves the
and burn agriculture.
clearing of forest land by slashing the vegetation and then burning the debris, so that to make it good for the crops. And it is
Okay.
practiced in mostly Amazon basin, Central America, Southeast Asia, Indonesia.
When we are using
Such.
this term subsistence agriculture, means you can see mostly this type of cultivation, or sorry, this type of agriculture is practiced in developing countries. Okay,
Yes,
developing countries of here you can when I see here the examples like South America, countries of South America, or Amazon basin of South America, then Congo basin of Central Africa, then Southeast Asia. In Southeast Asia, the parts of what Indonesia as well as Papua New Guinea. I think these are the examples given here. Then in India, you can write with special reference to India also. When you are giving examples, you can write some examples of India also, where this subsistence agriculture is practiced in India.
but I mean Arunachal northeastern states such as Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland. This is known as jhum cultivation.
This one is known as jhum cultivation. Okay. Other names,
Podu chasa.
Podu Chasa. Class and Burn already you have told. Then any other names in different parts of the world? This one is known in other names, known by other names. You can search it. Okay, Ladang. Then what? Some other names are also there. Then next we will come to what? Pastoral nomadism or nomadic herding. What is this pastoral nomadism?
Now, livestock generally we graze they graze in.
Okay.
Madam, nomadic means they keep shifting their location always.
They keep
They
shifting
move
their
from.
location
Yeah.
always. Yes, they are nomads. Then
Then pastoral means their livestock is fully dependent on pasture such as
depending
grass.
pasture. Yes, pasture and water. That's why
Yes.
they are shifting from place to place always. They don't do agriculture here. It is totally based on what? Animal rearing.
Yes.
This activity is totally what? Animal rearing activity. So this this type of activity is generally practiced in North Africa, the region of Sahara Desert, and then what? Central Asia and Mongolia. Okay, here this pastoral nomadism is practiced, but in India,
Madam, Bokral in northern Kashmir,
yes, Bakarwals, Gujars, they are the
Gadis.
tribes. Actually, these are tribal communities that they do practice this pastoral nomadism. Then Gaddis of Jammu and Kashmir, yes, obviously. Then Raikas are also there of Himachal Pradesh and Rajasthan. Okay, these are what tribal communities they do pastoral nomadism. Okay, where it is. Then next, intensive subsistence agriculture. What is this intensive subsistence agriculture?
Sir, intensive means, ma'am, when we uh, subsistence means to sustain.
To
Intensive
sustain
means
or
use
yes,
more resource.
to sustain means this type of actually agriculture is practiced for self consumption only. Yes,
Self-consumption. Yes.
yes. So intensive,
Madam, more input is required
more input is required. Why more input is required here?
because, ma'am, land is small
Yes, land is
and
small. Why land is small? Land holdings are very small. Yes. Why?
due to
Maybe due to their geographical locations.
Geographical location. Okay. Land land holdings are very small because here population is very high. Okay, huge population where the places where huge population is there in that place only this type of intensive subsistence agriculture is done, and here it is written that wet paddy or wet rice dominant. Okay, intensive subsistence agriculture with or by wet paddy, dominated by wet paddy. So especially here you can write dominated by rice crop. Then second, land holdings are very small and family labor is used here. Okay, because people are sorry, more people are residing here, so family labor is there. Then less use of machineries. Why it is written here less use of machine? Because already
madam, it is for the subsistence means they already have a very uh, low budget means input capital.
low capital subsistence is written here means they are actually what doing or practicing agriculture with using or by using traditional methods.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
less
Ma'am,
use
please
of
repeat
machineries,
the
then
process.
manual labor or family labor is used. Then farmyard manure is used. Manure is used here. Then next one is what yes, um, yield for unit is high. With small plot of land, they are producing more. Okay, so this one is what intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by wet paddy. Another one is there. That one is what intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by other crops. Then what is this?
Madam, without paddy means wheat, millet, pulses, maize.
Okay, the characteristics will be same applied to same here as with paddy, but here actually the crops are other crops rather than paddy dominance. So depend on climate, soil, relief, other crops are cultivated rather paddy, and mainly practiced in which area? It is written here, I think.
Madam, Punjab, Haryana, Western UP, parts of
Punjab,
Rajasthan,
Haryana,
dry.
Western UP, parts of Rajasthan. Okay, um, this is an Indian context, but mainly practiced in Southeast Asia. Then, what are the crops are grown here? Wheat, barley, soybean, sorghum. These are the crops are cultivated, and irrigation is also used. And then next come to what? Commercial agriculture. So almost we have completed that subsistence agriculture. Now come to what? Commercial agriculture. What is this term commercial agriculture? What it is saying actually?
Commercial means, ma'am, for export.
Okay. For marketing purpose, or we can say for business purpose. When agriculture is done, that is what commercial agriculture. So, what are the types are there? Mixed crop and livestock farming. What is this mixed crop and livestock farming?
Mixed crop
Mixed.
means, ma'am, in same location, more than one type of variety of crop is planted.
More than one variety crops are planted. Okay, anything else?
Madam, crop and no.
Hmm. Integration of crops and livestock. It is written here mixed farming or crop and livestock farming. It means crops are also grown here, and also what animal rearing is practiced by people. Simultaneously, these two things are done by people. This is what mixed farming. So some of the characteristics are given here. Those are like what integration of what livestock and crops. Then investment, more investment or less investment.
Madam, more investment.
More investment.
Commercial agriculture, we are doing commercial agriculture means investment will be also more. Then other means subsistence agriculture. Then population, where this type of what agriculture is done generally or farming are
Ma'am,
practiced.
population is high.
Densely populated areas or urbanized as well as industrial regions. In those areas, actually, this type of farming are done. Then crops multiple types. Okay. Then in this some farmings are there like mixed farming, dairy farming, then market gardening and horticulture. Can you tell me what are these mixed farming, dairy farming, market gardening, and horticulture?
Mixed farming is where uh, we will cultivate multiple crops in a
Multiple
different time period of year.
on the same plot of
Means, same plot of land along with livestock rearing.
along with livestock rearing. Any example?
Madam, in Andhra Pradesh, what is going on the platform? There is a madam kukuda, and
Poultry
below that there is a pond.
farming. Yes, they are doing poultry farming and also
Fishery, pisciculture.
Pisciculture. Okay. Then dairy farming.
Madam, only milk products, milk and milk related productions.
Okay, specialized in milk production and dairy products. Okay, uh, uh, and I have already told you that commercial agriculture means where generally this type of agriculture is practiced in developed countries. Okay, when we are talking about subsistence agriculture means those agriculture or those farming are done or practiced generally in developing countries as well as underdeveloped. But when we are talking about commercial agriculture means mostly you can see here these are practiced in developed countries. You can see here mixed crop and livestock farming. You can see the example of places. What are the examples? Are there
Europe, North
Europe,
America,
North America? Yes.
then Pampas of Argentina,
What is this
Southern Brazil.
pampas? Pampas. What is
Madam,
this?
it's a grassland. I think
Grassland. Yes,
temperate grass.
grassland. Hmm. Then like all other countries are also there, but these are the countries of, or these are the developed countries. Okay. In India, where
The
this
Punjab,
agriculture is practiced, Punjab and
Haryana.
Haryana. Yes. Next, next we will go to next slide. Okay. Okay. Another one is there. That one is market gardening and horticulture. What is this market gardening and horticulture?
Madam, vegetable and a flower.
Hmm. Market gardening. Market gardening is related to what? Vegetables. Cultivation of vegetables. Why it is called market gardening? Yes, flowers and
Maybe due to the products went to market.
yes,
That's why.
for marketing purpose only. This one is done. And horticulture,
Madam, flower.
flower, vegetables, fruits, flowers. Okay, specialized cultivation of vegetables, fruits, flowers. This one is what? Horticulture. Okay. Location,
Madam, mainly countryside areas.
countryside.
Means just around the main city.
Hmm. For the location,
Madam,
and
here it is
another
Gujarat.
thing you can see, horticulture is well developed in the densely populated industrial regions. Okay, and industrial when we are talking about densely populated industrial regions, regions of Europe, Britain, Denmark, Germany. It is written here in your study material. You can go through that. Netherlands, France, Italy. These are the places where specialized horticulture is practiced. Okay. Then next one is what? Grain farming. Next one is grain farming. What is this?
Madam,
Grain
particularly
farming is done, or yes, agriculture is done for market purpose only. Okay, particularly, yes,
Madam, grain such as wheat only.
wheat. Okay, and can you tell me the characteristics?
Madam, because it is a commercial purpose, so the farm size is very large. Machineries,
Farm size, yes, farm size are very large.
advanced and extensive machineries, and
Inputs are modern. Inputs are used here.
yes, ma'am, modern inputs. So low usage of fertilizer and irrigation. Then, yield is very high,
Yield is very high, or production is very high.
very high, and
Then
uh, it is mostly for export.
it is mostly for export. Okay, and example of places.
Madam, North America, the Great Plains of USA and Canada.
So
Then
when you
recipes.
are writing this, the question of this, answer of this question, so you just write what is this grain, all for all type of agricultural regions. What is this? You just write one definition, one line definition, then characteristics, 2 to 3 line. Then you can write the places example, and okay, these three things you have to write for all agricultural regions. Okay, next one is livestock ranching. What is this livestock ranching?
Madam, where animals such as cattle and sheep, they are grown on a vast number, and
Yes.
the purpose is meat, mostly meat and milk.
Okay. And places for meat only.
Uh,
Ma'am,
What are
wool,
the animals are reared here?
cattle,
sheep,
Cattle,
and
goats.
also sheep,
goat.
goat.
Yes. Okay. Then places. That one is very important. Places.
Madam,
Ma'am, Argentina,
USA, Argentina, Australia,
Australia. Yes. And then in India,
Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra.
which type of animals are generally what ranched here? Oh, sorry, not. Yes, reared here actually in Gujarat and Maharashtra, Rajasthan. Cattle and sheep. Next, come to another one. That one is what Mediterranean agriculture. Yes, Mediterranean agriculture is practiced
And mostly around the Mediterranean region, along with
mostly around the Mediterranean region. Okay. Have you seen that? What is this Mediterranean? Mediterranean actually,
Mediterranean is
Madam,
a sea,
it is a very
sea
good
connecting Europe in the north to Africa in the south, and to
located
Asia in the
south
east.
of the Europe, north of the Africa, and western part of Asia. Okay, so this one is bordered by three continents, bordered with three continents from its four sides. Okay, so cultivation, this type of agriculture is practiced in coastal region of Mediterranean Sea. So characteristics.
Madam, mostly it rains in winter,
Okay,
and mostly the fruits are grown here, such as citrus fruit, olive, figs.
okay. Others are not saying anything.
yes, ma'am.
This one is discussion class. We will discuss only. Okay. Except 2 to 3, all other are passive here. Okay. Then example places are
Madam,
obviously
Sa-
Mediterranean. Yes.
Mediterranean.
southern part of Italy,
Hmm.
Morocco,
Hmm.
and some parts of Spain.
Madam, except the Mediterranean region, it is also practiced in California, USA, and central Chile.
Central Chile. In
In
India,
Himachal
whether it is
Pradesh, Uttarakhand.
Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Some of the fruits are grown here, like apple and grapes. Okay, but how? This is written here only what Mediterranean agriculture. But how
Madam, here Mediterranean means the Mediterranean climate.
climate? Yes, Mediterranean climate. So here in India also, these are some two places where Mediterranean climate is found. That's why these crops are done here also. Here also. Next one is commercial gardening and fruit farming. That one is also known as what? Crop farming.
Madam,
Obviously,
here intensive production of maximum in number the fruits and vegetables, flowers,
yes.
mostly for the urban market to fulfill the
Use,
demand.
use production of fruits, flowers, or what flowers for urban markets generally. And here we are talking about urban market means, especially these are
Density
practiced near to the urban places. Then places,
location is southeastern USA, then coastal Europe.
coastal Europe, then states like in India, states like Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka. These are some of the places where commercial gardening and fruit farming is practiced. Okay. Next, next we will discuss what extensive agriculture. Why it is written here extensive agriculture? What is this extensive agriculture?
Extensive agriculture means agriculture in a vast amount for the purpose of commercial production,
For the purpose of business or for the purpose
business.
of
Yes.
commerce, marketing. Okay. So, first one is what? Plantation agriculture. When we are talking about plantation agriculture means which crops are coming to your mind? Obviously, tea, coffee, rubber. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Then cotton, sugarcane, pineapples, or bananas. These are what? These are the crops which are grown. Then here origin is also given here. How this plantation agriculture is started or initiated by whom? Actually, plantation,
Britishers,
yes,
Europeans.
initiated by Europeans, not exactly Britishers,
Yep.
Europeans in their colonies. And for America as well as for India, we can say Britishers are the initiators. Then
Yes.
next characteristics,
And it requires more labor, first thing.
yes. Hmm.
And the production is a subtropical or tropical crop. And the farm size mostly vary and it is very big.
Farm size.
Yes, ma'am. The labor's unskilled labor, but more in numbers.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Example.
Madam, Assam tea and Kerala coffee.
Hmm. One. Okay. So I have some question that who established or who started this? In which place? You have to say like I'm asking about the crops, cocoa and coffee. Cocoa and
Madam,
coffee. Yes.
cocoa is Africa and
Huh.
coffee is
This one
South
is
America.
this one is one minute. This one is practiced in Africa, but established or started by
Madam,
Europeans.
Europeans.
Europeans, and if you will see the specific, then if you will go to specific one, then French people. Okay. Then next one is tea. Tea,
Tea by
India.
British.
India and Sri Lanka, and started by
English people.
Britishers. Okay, 1 minute. Then next one is rover.
Mainly is done in Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia or Malaysia. Okay, and this one is also introduced by Britisher. Then another one is sugarcane and banana.
Madam, Brazil in sorry,
West Indies. And this one is also like,
Madam, sugarcane Brazil is number one. India is number two.
number 2. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, and for the first time, this one actually introduced by Britishers in West Indies. Okay. Then
Madam,
and in
European
the
also introduced banana and sugarcane in Central America.
yes. Then so coffee also this one is also introduced by Europeans in Brazil. So we have discussed who introduced which crops in which place. Next, we will go to another slide. Here is intensive agriculture. Intensive agriculture. So, what is this intensive agriculture?
Mainly due to commercial purpose in a vast amount.
Commercial purpose and vast amount. Anyone else? It is written here, yes, intensive commercial agriculture. High input and high yield farming using advanced technology. Yes, and and then examples in which places this commercial agriculture is practiced. What the places are there? In India?
Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, some parts of Maharashtra.
Okay. Nomadic herding, I think already we have discussed.
Yes, ma'am.
Then horticulture also we have discussed. So next, so already we have discussed what world agricultural regions. Now come to what world industrial regions. So in world industrial regions, what are industrial regions?
Madam, where the concentration of industries are high, those are the industrial region,
What
such
are
as in
concentration
India.
of industries? Yes,
In
industries are high.
Odisha,
Odisha.
the north means in India, the that plateau, the Deccan region,
Why most of the industries are established or set up in plateau region only?
because of madam raw material availability, mineral.
Raw material availability, mineral or raw material availability in plateau region. Okay. Then you can see here the definition: concentration of manufacturing industries in specific areas due to favorable conditions. Then what are the favorable conditions are there, or we can say what are the factors influencing location of industries?
Madam, it is the supply, labor supply, then
Labor
raw
supply,
material,
raw material.
then madam capital supply and water resource, and
Okay, capital
banking and
in the
credit
sense of what?
facilities.
Capital already we have talked about that. Capital are of two types: working capital and fixed capital. Okay, working
Then
capital already we have discussed, like raw material and money in hand. Then fixed capital like machineries, buildings, land. Okay, these are what fixed capital. Okay, then other factors.
and other factors such as the market, the type of market, and the
Market.
cost of land, the communication network, transportation, this thing.
And here type of market means what?
Madam, if it is suppose agriculture, it is demanding the agriculture type market, then we must produce accordingly. We cannot
Accordingly,
establish
yes.
industry.
Yes. Means according to consumers' need, according to consumers' demand, we have to start our or set up our industry. Okay. Then next one, terrain or topography we can say, or landscape. Then another one is water resources. These are some of the factors which are influencing location of industries. Okay. Then come to what historical development. If we will see historical development of industries, then which type of industries are or were dominated in which time period, that we have to see here. Yes. uh, so we can say cottage industries are very or were dominant in which period?
Madam, industrial revolution before in says 18th century, there was
Before
cotton and
industrial
cottage industries.
revolution, yes, cottage, so not
Small
cotton, cottage
cottage,
industries, यानी कि small scale industries were there. Like example, pre-industrial revolution means
madam, 17th century.
17th century or before 18th century. Then what is the time period of industrial revolution?
Madam, as I remember, 1701 onwards.
1701 or one onwards. Anyone else? Hmm. No idea. You can search and say. Okay, so cottage industries were dominant before industrial revolution, and those are community-based production. Actually, what is this community-based production? Yes,
Madam, those production mostly fulfill the demand of a community or a large section of a region.
large section of population of a region. Okay, then after industrial revolution, what happened? That cottage industry dominance shifted to large scale manufacturing industries. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
and the main aim or the main goal was what? Or main goal is was or is. Okay, that one is what? Profit maximization. Okay, next one is what? Global diffusion. Another thing is another concept is here. That one is what? Global diffusion. What is this global diffusion?
Madam, the spread of industrialization.
Rate of industrialization. Yes.
Ma'am, you should sell the products which you produced, and that's why you should penetrate to the other parts of the world.
Okay. Have you heard the term LPZ, liberalization, privatization, and globalization?
Globalization.
Yes. What are these processes or what are these terms?
Ma'am, liberalization means to make policies in such a way that investments can take
Liberal means
investment.
what? Free, yes, free from all type of taxes or duties.
Yes.
That one. Globalization means what?
Globalization means to globalize your products.
To make relationship or relations with other countries.
Country.
Okay. Or another one is what? Privatization. Privatization is what?
Uh, taking the taking the industry from the government hand to the private people.
Yes, private people. Okay. And these are the three processes, these are the three things, three reasons due to what? Sorry, due to what? Um, all these activities or all these things when it's related to what? Your industrialization. It spread from one continent to another one. Okay. So that's industrialization process that spread to what, from Europe to, because that one is started in what, which country, sorry, which continent or which country? Industrialization.
Started from Europe and
Europe.
spread to different continents around the
And
world.
spread to different continents and spread to different countries also. So due to what? Globalization, due to liberalization, what happened? This one started, sorry, spread to the products as well as that process, industrialization process spread from Europe to America as well as Asia. And also it is written here in which century, that one is in 19th century. Okay. Next one is what? What are the characteristics are here of historical development of industrialization? Those are rapid, means in shifting we can say, due to globalization, shifting of location of industries. That one is what? Rapid, we can say rapid shifting of industrialization or new industrial areas. Then unrestricted flows of information and also goods, ideas, cultural values, capital, services, and people. This one is one important characteristics of what? Globalization. Next one is what? Now another thing or another change also, that one is noticed, that one is economic, political, social, and cultural changes. Okay. Then other two terms are also there related to industrialization. Those are what? Industrial restructuring, then deindustrialization and reindustrialization. Can you tell me what are these? Industrial restructuring, what is this? Industrial restructuring.
Ma'am, generally, in the process of time, we change our technology and also the equipments which we use, and that is industrial restructuring, I think. And the things we produce also, in which way we change that process.
Mm-hmm. Restructuring means some changes is happening here. Then which type of change?
Which type of change means, ma'am?
In industrialization or sorry, in industrialization, some changes is, some changes we can notice. Then which type of changes or yes, which type of changes? So we have noticed here transition or change of, or we can say transfer of. It is written here shifting of mass production to flexible production.
Yes, yes.
What is this? Global shift in industrial investment and activity. First thing. Second, transition of mass production to flexible production. Hmm. Mass production to flexible production. What is this? Before it was one concept was there. That one is what you are producing only single product, but you are doing mass production. Okay, huge production. But that changed to flexible production. It means what? According to need, you can change the production of products or commodity, or more than one products also you are producing. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
It means you are not static to one. Oh, sorry, you are not static to or static with production of only one commodity. You are producing different type of commodities. You can see now also so many companies are there. Okay, before they were producing only one product, and they are specialized only one product. But now they are producing so many things or so many commodities. Other commodities, sorry, commodities are also. They are producing other commodities also. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Any example?
Ma'am, Tata Steel, can you take the example of Tata Steel?
We can take the example of Tata Steel. Okay, Tata company.
Tata company, yes, ma'am.
Yes. What it is
Also the
producing?
Reliance industry
Reliance. Yes.
and Adani.
Yes. टाटा टाटा क्या था अभी क्या मतलब एक नीडल से लेके मतलब नमक भी टाटा का आ रहा है ठीक है देन आयरन एंड
Yes,
स्टील भी प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है ओके सो another one is what technological advancement also we can see here in production and also in transaction process as well as in circulation. Okay, so this is what industrial restructuring means. What are the changes that has happened to industrial process? What was before and what is going on now? Then next come to what deindustrialization and reindustrialization. What are these two terms? Can you tell me what is D and re?
ma'am. D means lesson down or absolutely no production, and re means it again reintroduced or again started to produce.
Yes. So deindustrialization, in which process we can see loss of manufacturing activity in some traditional regions means before manufacturing process was going on, but now it is what lost. But next one is what reindustrialization means new industrial activities is new industrial activities is done in previously deindustrialized region. Okay, then some new industrial regions are some of the examples are given here of new industrial regions rather यूरोप के अलावा और भी कुछ कुछ है. What are those industrial regions are given here? Yes.
East Asia, Southeast Asia.
East Asia and Southeast Asia. Then what are the countries are there? South
Mm,
Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore. Okay, these are some
Vietnam.
industrial regions. Yes. Then China is also there. Okay. Then so what are the characteristics we can see in these new industrial regions?
Ma'am, mainly low labor cost and also the policies of the government.
Policies of the government. Then capital flow, obviously. Labor availability. Okay. Then government incentives or government supports, that one is also. Then development from agriculture to industry, it means change in activities. Okay, one type of activity to another, or one sector to another sector. Then next one is what? Other NICs. NICs means new industrial regions. Other new industrial regions are also there, like South Africa, Brazil, Russia, and India also. Then can you tell me what are the industrial regions are there in India?
Jamshedpur,
Jamshedpur. Then
also Raurkela, if we take the example in Odisha,
okay.
and also Assam Digboi,
Some big way. Then IT industry in which part of India?
IT industry mainly Kolkata, Bangalore, Mumbai.
Bangalore. Bangalore is the hub of IT sector. Okay. Next, evolution of economic geography as a sub-discipline. This one also we have to discuss. Evolution of economic geography as a sub-discipline. How this economic geography discipline is evolved. Means this one is the combination of economics and geography. Yes. Then how this
Yes, ma'am.
subject evolved. Hmm. Is this paper is one important field of study?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then why? Because when we are talking about economic activities, means these activities are done in any particular region or place. Yes or no? And
Yes,
we
ma'am.
are choosing some places, some regions where we can maximize economic activities. Means what? Those activities from which we are gaining some money. It means where we are doing our economic activities, or where we are setting or starting our economic activities, it means that place should give us profit. Or we are thinking before starting some economic activities, we are thinking about profit. If we are doing our economic activities in that particular region, then whether that one is favorable for us or not. And another thing is what? Whether we are gaining or we will gain profit or not. And these two things, if we will combine these two things, then one what concept is generating, that one is what? Economic geography. Here we are talking about space, and also we are talking about what? Economy, or or economic activities. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So we will go through that. The new economic geography, or NEG. Some characteristics of new economic geography is also given here, and through some examples, this one is discussed. And some of the so three classes of models are also given here: core periphery model, urban and regional system, Then international trade, these are given here. So can you tell me what is the score periphery model? Anyone? Have you gone through that before? पहले पढ़े हो ये सब? I think study material ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ମିଳିଛି.
Yes, ma'am. PDF ଅଛି study material deliver ହେଇନି ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ.
Okay. The core periphery model in this model actually factors in this model is explaining what factors influencing spatial economic structure and provide examples of its application. Means one entrepreneur when setting his industry or any other activity, means before that what he is checking actually, where the transportation cost or manufacturing cost is very low, in that place only he will set his industry. Then where or when expenditure on manufacturing, that one is low, in that place only he will set his industry. That one is only given here in core periphery model. Actually model is not given here, but this one is one example. Okay. Then urban and regional system, another example is given here. It means here it is talking about agglomeration economies. Have you heard this term, agglomeration?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this?
Agglomeration means to come together.
To come together. Okay. Then one minute. So we have, you can see here agglomeration economies are what actually when they get benefits by clustering in urban centers or industrial clusters. They are coming together for what? If 2 to 3 industries, they are setting their industry at same place, but different industries, they are setting their industries at same place, then what will happen? Their production as well as other cost like transportation, electrification, or other cost will be low there. Then next then international trade.
And the product which you made, you should try to uh, sell it throughout the
Abroad.
world.
Sell it in abroad.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And any other, means you said the positive side of this international trade, and what may be the negative side of this international trade?
Ma'am, it can harm the ମାନେ ଯୋଉଟା ମାନେ ଆମ ଦେଶରେ
Foreign
ନିଜେ ତିଆରି
markets
ହଉଥିବ.
yes, foreign products or foreign markets can harm the industries of developing economies, means domestic industries.
Domestic industries, yes, ma'am.
Domestic industries of developing economies, especially for this one is one negative aspect or negative thing for developing economies, means industries that are present in developing economies. Okay. Then next, some key concepts and debates are given here. ଥାକରେ ଥିବ ସେଇଠି ସେଇଠି ଦେଖିଦେବ ଗୋଟେ ସେଇ ଯୋଉ ଇଏରେ ଥିବ ବ୍ୟାଗରେ ଓକେ just go through the slide. I'm coming in one. Let it go. Another concept is given here. That one is what? Space, place, and scale. So, what is the importance of space, place, and scale in economic geography?
Place means where to establish the economic activities, and scale means at what amount you should produce and sell the products. And space means, ma'am, I think spatial arrangement or what?
Special
Madam,
arrangement.
space means the amount of land, place means the geographic location, and scale means the vastness, whether local or international.
Local or national. Okay. Means this has some importance in economic geography, or we can say in economics as well as in geography. Is there any importance?
Yes, ma'am. Based on if you have more space, then there is more that can be more production or more industries.
It
And if
means
you have a better favorable geographic location, then there can be better agriculture or industries. And scale, if you have more production, you can reach the international level or more vastness region.
you can cover vast region.
Region,
Okay.
yes.
So these concepts are helping or explaining about the distribution and relationship of phenomena on Earth. Okay. Then, so here one example is given. That one is what? Theory
Sipit
of central
separation
place.
theory by Chrysler.
Yes. Crystaller's theory of central place or central place theory. Okay. Do you have any idea about this theory? Anything? This theory is talking about what?
Madam, the industrial location.
Industrial location. Where should be industry located? Industry should be located in which place? Some assumptions were taken by Chrysler. Then what may be the assumptions?
And first assumption is the purchasing power is equal of the people of the consumer. Second one is demand for good is same or same type of demand from
Same
every
thoughts.
people. And third is it is an isotropic plane or there is a uniform distribution of natural resources.
Yes,
Uh,
isotropic plane or isotropic area means where uniform distribution of natural resources as well as uniformity in climate and weather. Then
oh, then there is a human population is also distributed equally in the particular
equality.
region.
Ah. Then next one is okay. You have already said all the assumptions, same taste or demand for goods and services. Is it applicable? Is this theory is applicable for all the places and for
No,
modern days?
no, ma'am.
This one is
It
not
was
applicable actually.
originally from Germany, South Germany, but
Yes,
now it is not that much relevant.
this one is not relevant now. Then, so Alfred Wegener's theory of location of an industrial plant. What it explained actually? Explanation of how the theory also uses isotropic spaces as an assumption, but he has taken all these assumptions, but these assumptions, according to these assumptions, if we will yes,
Isotropic
consider
space has no variation in transport
hmm,
cost
hmm,
except distance only.
except distance
The
only. How?
otherwise there is no variation in the cost.
Yes. In isotropic space has no variation in transport cost except a simple function of distance. But sometimes we can see this transportation cost is varying with varying with distance.
Yes, ma'am.
Varying with distance means if we will go or if we are covering um, more
If
distance,
distance will be more, the cost, production cost will be also more.
the production yes, this one is right. Production cost will be more, but it will not uniform. Yes or no?
How,
You are
madam? Uniform means
if you are covering 5 kilometers, then if sorry, suppose if you are covering 5 kilometer means the transportation cost is 10 kilometers. If you are covering 10 kilometers means the transportation cost will be double. Yes, but sometimes what happens actually for long distance, what happens, transportation cost will not remain uniform.
oh, okay, okay, ma'am. I got it.
As we are going to we are covering long distance means our fare, transportation fare um, becomes list like that. Here also what will happen for long distance, sometimes what happens actually, the transportation cost will not remain uniform. When a same thing.
And also the geographical locations, if we transport from a hilly area and from a plain area, then also we can the cost will may vary.
Yes, here cost will vary, but he talked about what, any particular place, and that should be what, isotropic plane. That's why we said that this one is not relevant, this theory is not relevant. Okay, he talked about what isotropic plane means, where the topography or the landform is same everywhere. Okay, then this one is one example for space, place, and scale. How um, these three things have important. Sorry, these three these three concepts, space, place, and scale, has importance in economic geography. That is the importance. Then next we'll go through another term. That one is what, agglomeration economy, that we have discussed. Ali Devi. So agglomeration economy. What is this?
Agglomeration economics means various economics are different types of economics are gathered together.
Gathered together. For what? to take advantage of
Cost of production.
cost of production. Yes. Then how?
Ma'am,
In agglomeration
industry.
economies, actually, cost of production will be low. Why?
Ma'am, we get the things mm, from a short distance, then we
So,
can.
is any example? We can say basic industry. Okay, basic industry like your iron and steel industry. Okay, one sorry, iron and steel industry is producing iron and steel, but another consumer industry will be there. That industry is needing what? Iron and steel to produce iron and steel products. Okay, or finished products which are made up of iron and steel. Then what will happen if that basic industry and consumer industries are near, or they placed, or they are established in close proximity? Then their transportation cost will be low there. Yes or no? So this one is one example how agglomeration economies, one industry or one entrepreneur is getting advantage of cost of production. Okay. So next one is what? Rational man. What is this rational man? Who will be called as rational man? Are
I'm
you
unbiased.
Can be a common man with
can be a
basic
common man, but
having madam satisfactory in demand ଯାହା ତାର ଦରକାର ସେତିକି ମିଳିଗଲେ satisfy ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ rational man.
rational man. Okay. Okay. Uh, have you ever bargained for any product?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. It means you are one rational person. Yes or no?
Yes ma'am.
Always you seek what? Profit. Always when some person is what seeking for profit as well as needs satisfaction, then that man or that person is what? One rational one. It may be one entrepreneur, it may be one normal consumer. Okay, when they are behaving or when they are what seeking profit maximization means they are what? Rational. Okay. Next, some some debatable issues are here. One is what? Specialization versus diversification, and another one is localization versus decentralization. So what are these? Specialization versus diversification and localization versus decentralization.
Specialization means focusing on only on one thing, and diversification means um, you have diverse ideas or diverse things of production, variety of things.
Okay. Uh, so, specialization here what? When efficiency and expertise gained in specialized product or any one particular product or service. Yes. Or here what will happen actually? Lower risk compared to diversification strategies. How? Hmm?
डाइवर्सिफाई हेले रिस्क कमिଯିବ ମାନେ
Diversify ହେଲେ risk କମିବ ନା ମାନେ special ହେଲେ risk କମିବ specialized ହେଲେ
No, no,
lower
if an industry only making a product and it does not advertise anything or just have only one a limited customer and it knows that it will definitely buy from it, then it will be called as an a specialized, and there is less risk for that thing. But when we diversify one thing, we we come out with a ଆମେ ଯେମିତି ଅଫର ଦିଅନ୍ତି କି ମାନେ ବେଡ୍ ଲଗାନ୍ତି କି କିଏ କିଣିପାରିବ, ସେଥିରେ ବେଶୀ ରିସ୍କ ଥାଏ ନା, କି କିଣିବେ ନ କିଣିବେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ସିଓର ଥିବେ କି ଆମଠୁ ଏ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟଟା ଏମାନେ କିଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଏମାନେ କଷ୍ଟମର ଅଛନ୍ତି।
କିଣିବା ପାଇଁ କଷ୍ଟମର ଅଛନ୍ତି ଓକେ ବଟ୍ ଡାଇଭର୍ସିଫିକେସନରେ କ'ଣ ହେଉଛି risk
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
by
ପ୍ରଫିଟ
spread
ଅଛି
investment across different regions or markets investment କରିଦେଇଛ but ହେଇପାରେ କି ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ profit you can ମାନେ you are not gaining profit it happens in diversification case you are investing in different products but you are not gaining profit why you are not gaining profit maybe those products are not in demand.
Yes.
Ma'am, just a minute. I want to ask something. Ma'am,
Okay. Yes.
yes, friends, did you get the assignment for this climatology and this urban economy, urban geography or economic geography? Did you get any assignment for all these courses? This question to all the friends, those who are present over here.
Yes.
is already in the
Climatology, environmental geography, urban geography,
semester
and
1
You
also
got
economic geography.
you got assignment for all these courses?
yes it
Yes,
is already
assignment is already submitted.
Okay.
Okay, next we will go to another debate. That one is localization and localization versus decentralization. What are these two terms? Localization versus decentralization.
Ma'am, localization means restricted to a particular area or place or region.
Restricted to particular area or region. And decentralization,
Distribution of power equally means not centralizing.
any advantage of this localization process?
madam जो local small business they will prosper in localization
Small business, they will prosper. Okay. And any other advantages? Sustainable use of local resources.
yes ma'am
Okay. Then any other thing? Generating employment opportunities for local communities. If you are doing locally something, it means you are giving opportunities or job sorry especially job opportunities to local communities. Yes. And
yes
any
ma'am
other?
madam locally productions would have locally will be consumed
that will be consumed by local people. Okay. And then for decentralization, what is this decentralization?
Madam,
No,
allowing others to come and establish industries in the local area.
This one. And domestic
diversify.
industries are that, yes.
I mean, you are not focused only in one area. You are going to invest in different regions all around the world.
Okay. But I think in decentralization, one thing is given here about what? About power it is given here. Hmm. Means transfer of power and responsibilities from central government to
Private
hmm,
entities.
private entities.
Local
Some,
authorities, one local government or
some
local
national or
authorities.
state or local governments or local authorities.
Authorities.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Power in the sense of degree of autonomy. Okay. Then what are the advantages for this? Advantages of decentralization?
Ma'am, local authority can take their decision means according to the need of that locality.
Yes, according to their or according to need of the locality, they can decide. Okay.
And also it will be of time consuming. Means it will not be of time consuming if they will depend on the center. Then they have to take permission and so many legal things are there. Here,
Formalities are there, and that takes actually time. Okay.
time. Here they can take their own decision for the benefit of the local people.
Okay. Okay. Any example? In state and when central government, can you tell me any examples?
Madam, central government जो disinvestment करुची various government
PSU.
गुड़ाकरे सी भी गोटे टाइप रही परिबा ना decentralization.
Once again.
सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट जो disinvestment करुची
Hmm.
माने इन्वेस्टमेंट कमे दउची
हाँ
तो
हाँ
सी
हाँ.
भी गोटे टाइप रो डिसेंट्रलाइजिंग करुची ना ता निज कंट्रोल टाकू से नहीं जाउची सेतिर ऑफिस रो
ନିଜେ
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन.
control ମାନେ କାହା ଉପରୁ state government and local government?
सपोज एसबीआई
Hmm.
एसबीआई रे मोर देन 50% शेयर अछि गवर्नमेंट रो एंड
Hmm.
गवर्नमेंट जदि डिसइनभेस्टमेंट कला माने तार शेयर कमे देला गवर्नमेंट सपोज 45 को पळे आसला ताले बर्तमान एसबीआई गोटे टाइप रो डिसेंट्रलाइज हे गेला ना से भी निजो डिसीजन किछटा नै परिबो ऑटोनॉमी हे गेला.
କିଛି ନିଜ decision ନେଇପାରିବ. Okay. Any other example?
And various PSUs.
Yes. କଣ?
From various PSUs, government withdraws its power.
Then tell me which one is better, localization or decentralization?
मैडम सेमती देखिबा गले इंडिया स्पेसिफिक रे तो डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन बिकॉज इंडिया गोटे डेवलपिंग आउ किंतु जदि बाकी देखिबा सपोज नेपाल हो भूटान हो बा बांग्लादेश हो तांको केस रे सेंट्रलाइजेशन टा ही इम्पोर्टेंट कहीं लोकल इकोनॉमी स्ट्रांग हेले ही से माने किछि गोटे कर परिबे
Okay.
से ସେଥିପାଇଁ.
So it depends on area also, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, I think time is over.
Madam, if you can take the class, you can continue, ma'am.
All others are also ready? Yes? What is this linkages between geography and economics? What is the linkages there? As we are discussing what economic geography, it means what? There is some linkage between geography and economics. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Then what is the significance of geography and economy?
Madam, if there is a suitable geographical condition, definitely the economy will prosper.
Definitely the economy will prosper. Okay. Then it means what? In this economic geography, we are understanding the relationship between geography and economics. Yes or no? Then
Yes, ma'am.
next one is recent trends in economic geography. Actually, what is this trends in economic geography?
Madam, mostly we can say as mentioned, geographical influence,
Geopolitical influence. And
and another as India is growing the quaternary and quinary activities,
yes, means
service
means
sector.
service sector is growing
Grow.
now. Yes, rather than other sectors. And also already we have discussed they are called which collar job. Sorry, they are called which collar workers.
White,
For this,
red, and blue, pink.
but for quaternary and quinary, firstly we can use for tertiary we can use white collar, and for quinary this is gold color. Okay. Then we can see what technological transformation. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Now digital technologies are profoundly impacted economic geography. Like e-commerce, then remote sensing, remote work. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
remote sensing सुनी ना?
Yes, ma'am. Satellite using.
Then digital platform influence spatial organization of economic activities. Obviously. Hmm. How this one is, how technology or how digital platform is helping economic activities? Can you tell me any example? Hmm? Yes.
Now, with the help of e-commerce, we can reach out to the countryside area and the unpenetrated area also. By remote sensing, uh, uh, we can locate the geographical area more precisely.
Yes. Whether that
And
geographical area or that geographical condition, those geographical conditions are suitable or favorable or not, that also we can know from what?
remote sensing.
Remote sensing or GIS. Okay. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ବି ଜିନିଷ ହେଉଛି କ'ଣ ଏବେ ଯେହେତୁ ଡିଜିଟାଲି वी आर मोर एम्पावर्ड ଆଗରୁ ଧର କୋଉଠୁ ବି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଆସୁଥିଲା ଆମ ଅଲଗା କିଛି ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ରୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍କୁ କିଛି ବି ଆମେ ପଠାଉଥିଲେ ସ୍ପେଶାଲି ପେରିସେବଲ୍ ଗୁଡ୍ସ ତାହେଲେ କ'ଣ ହେଉଥିଲା ଯଦି କେହି ଜାଣିନି ରିସିଭ୍ କରିପାରିବେନି ୟେସ୍
Yes, sir.
ଦେନ୍ ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜିକାଲ ଆଡଭାନ୍ସମେଣ୍ଟ ପାଇଁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ହେଉଛି କ'ଣ ଷ୍ଟୋର କରିକି ରଖି ହେଉଛି ସବୁ
Yes,
ଜିନିଷକୁ
sir.
ସ୍ପେଶାଲି ପେରିସେବଲ୍ ଗୁଡ୍ସକୁ okay then next one is what uh, geopolitical influence. Yes, he said about geopolitical influence. What is this geopolitical influence?
Policies of the government and the relation between different parties at that locality.
Hmm. Okay. And then sorry. Okay. Another one is there. That one is what? Technological innovations. Then, what is this technological innovation?
And recently, the major technological innovation is we can take the example of artificial intelligence,
Hmm.
and
This one is
also
actually technological innovations are actually eliminating geographical barriers. Yes or no? Geographical
yes,
barriers and making the world truly global. How? In transparent communication, if we will say example of transparent communication, before we are using what?
MGG-6.
We have yes,
Then, madam, and the introduction of madam, the Ola, Uber, like such apps. Then online delivery, they are being
online
faster. Madam, cloud kitchen.
okay,
Then, madam, online education.
online education. Okay. Then cultural and institutional foundation. What is this? This one is also one what recent approach in economic geography.
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍ କଲଚରାଲ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନାଲ୍ ଯେଉଁଟା ହେଲା ସେଇଟା ହେଇପାରିବ ଯେଉଁ ରାମ ମନ୍ଦିର ଆମର ହେଲା
Huh.
ସେଇଟା ବି ଗୋଟେ କଲଚରାଲ୍ ସିଗ୍ନିଫିକାନ୍ସ ଇକୋନୋମିକ୍ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ କଲା ସେ ରିଜନ୍ର।
Okay. Hmm. Yes. This one is one what example. Then
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍ ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ୍ ଟୁରିଜିମ୍ ଯେଉଁ ପ୍ରମୋଟ୍ କରାହେଉଛି ସିଏ ବି ଗୋଟେ
tribal.
ଟାଇପ୍ର କଲଚରାଲ୍।
Hmm. These are cultural or institutional foundations, but these are also helping or shaping economy of
Yes,
that
ma'am.
particular region. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Then
ma'am.
inclusive and sustainable development. This is one important concept in economic geography actually. Inclusive and sustainable development.
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍ ଏଠି ଯେଉଁ
Inclusive
ମିଲେନିୟମ୍
means
ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ଗୋଲ୍ ଲେଖା ହେଇଥିଲା ସେଇଟା ତ ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇକି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସଷ୍ଟେନେବୁଲ୍ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ଗୋଲ୍ ହେଇଗଲାଣି ନା।
Yes, sustainable development goal ହେଇଗଲାଣି.
ପୁରୁଣା ଡାଟାଟା ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍।
Hmm. But is there any implication or relevance of this sustainable development in economic geography?
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍ ଆଚିଭିଂ ଦ ସଷ୍ଟେନେବଲ୍ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ଗୋଲ୍ସ ୱିଲ୍ ପ୍ରସ୍ପର ଦ ଇକୋନୋମି। ଯେମିତି ଓଡ଼ିଶା ପୁରୀରେ ଯେମିତି ଇନ୍ଦୋର ଯେମିତି ନେଇପାରିବା ସେ ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମମ୍ ସଷ୍ଟେନେବୁଲ୍ ଗୋଲ୍ସକୁ ଆଚିଭ୍ କରିସାରିଲାଣି ତ ସେଠି ଇକୋନୋମିକ୍ ତାଙ୍କର ସେଇଟା ପ୍ରସ୍ପର ହେଉଛି ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ
Prosper. Yes.
ଲାଇକ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍।
Sustainable development goals ଆଜି ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବ ସମସ୍ତେ କି କ'ଣ ଅଛି କେତେଟା sustainable development goals ଅଛି and what are those?
17ଟା ଅଛି।
What are those? ମନେ ନାହିଁ କାହାର ବି।
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍ ମନେ ଅଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ମୋ ସର୍ଟକଟ୍ ହିସାବରେ ମନେ ରଖିଛି।
Shortcut.
ମାନେ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍ କହିବାର ପଭର୍ଟି ହଙ୍ଗର ହେଲ୍ଥ ତାପରେ
Okay.
ଏଜୁକେସନ୍ ଜେଣ୍ଡର ୱାଟର ତାପରେ
Hmm.
ଏନର୍ଜି ଇକୋନୋମି ଆଉ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ତାପରେ ଇନିକ୍ୱାଲିଟି ସିଟି ତାପରେ ହେଉଛି କନଜପସନ୍ ତାପରେ କ୍ଲାଇମେଟ୍ ତାପରେ ଲାଇଫ୍ ୱାଟର ଲାଇଫ୍ ଅଣ୍ଡର ୱାଟର ଲାଇଫ୍ ଏବଭ୍ ଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ତାପରେ ଜଷ୍ଟିସ୍ ତାପରେ ପାର୍ଟନରସିପ୍।
ଏଇଟା ସବୁ goal but we have to achieve.
ୟେସ୍
Yes.
ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
Then next one is what alternative economic geographies. What are alternative economic geographies are there? এটা କ'ଣ actually alternative economic geography? Any idea? କିଛି ବି ଭାବୁଛ?
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍ ନର୍ମାଲ ଇକୋନୋମିକ୍ ଜୋଗ୍ରାଫିର ପର୍ପୋଜ୍ ଥିଲା କି ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍ ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମାଇଜେସନ୍
ହୁଁ.
କିନ୍ତୁ ଯାହାଦ୍ୱାରା କି କ'ଣ ହେଲା ନା ସେ ଇକୋନୋମି ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟିଟା ଏମିତି ହେଇଥିଲା କି ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲୋଇଟେସନ୍ ହେଇଗଲା ତ ଆମକୁ ନୂଆ କିଛି ୱେ କରିବା ଦରକାର ଯେଉଁଥିରେ କି ଆମେ ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍ ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମାଇଜେସନ୍ ସହିତ ମାନେ କ'ଣ କରିବା।
Yes. Profit maximization ସହିତ people ମାନଙ୍କର development.
ୟେସ୍।
Area development. Then what we have to do?
careful green technology ଉପରେ ଆମେ ग्रीन एनर्जी पर जेन फोकस करिवा, लो कार्बन फुटप्रिंट.
Mm-hmm. Any other things? Forms of alternative economies like socialist economies, non-capitalist organizations, grassroots level economic initiatives. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And ଏଠି କ'ଣ ସେମାନେ କାହା ଉପରେ ଫୋକସ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି?
Ma'am.
Forms of alternative economies focuses on what? Egalitarian approach. କେବେ ଶୁଣିଛ egalitarian approach? What is this? Where profits are shared more fairly among all stakeholders involved in the production process. କ'ଣ ହୁଏ ଜେନେରାଲି ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ ପ୍ରୋସେସରେ କାହାକୁ ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍ ମିଳେ, କିଏ ସବୁଠୁ ବେଶୀ ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍ ନେଇଯାଏ? ଏଣ୍ଟରପ୍ରେନ୍ୟୁର। କିନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ ପ୍ରୋସେସରେ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଅଦର ଲାଇକ୍ ୱାର୍କର୍ସ বা ଯେକୌଣସି ସ୍କିଲ୍ଡ ଆଜ୍ ୱେଲ୍ ଆଜ୍ ଅନସ୍କିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କର୍ସ, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ସେତିକି ସେୟାର ମିଳେନି। ସୋ ଇଗାଲିଟାରିଆନ୍ ଆପ୍ରୋଚରେ କ'ଣ ହେବ? ଅଲ୍ ସୁଡ୍ ଗେଟ୍ what? Fair profit. Then this alternative economy also focuses on what? Decentralization of means of production. Means of production में कौन देखुथिले? Those which are called what your factors of production. Land, labor, capital and entrepreneur देखुथिले ना?
Yes, ma'am.
So this one is what? Ensuring that the benefits of economic activities are distributed more equitably among employees based on their skills and contribution. ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ବେନିଫିଟ୍ ମିଳିବା ଦରକାର। all the means of production or factors especially ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ ଲେବର କଥା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ। then promotion of fairer economic network. what is this promotion of fairer economic network?
मैडम जोटी करप्शन नथिबो बा
gender inequality, corruption, then any other inequalities? Here actually economic geographies aim to tackle various forms of inequality including social, economic, educational as well as health related disparities or inequalities. Okay, this alternative economic geography is focusing. Then feminist perspective, it is also focusing on feminist perspective. What is this feminist perspective?
Inclusion of female participation, more female participation.
Okay, then next one is what? Another thing we will discuss. Significance of this alternative economic geography. One minute. Actually, it's 5:30. Let's discuss all other things day after tomorrow in next class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.